Hello everyone, my name is Rahul Soni and I am Program Director at TCS IM Direct Academy channel. I will be your host for today's talk show. I welcome you all on the webinar on the topic Careers in Digital Marketing. So let's start with the overview of the topic. Choosing a career path is a daunting process. You are supposed to find something you love while also factoring in things like long-term stability and supporting the overall lifestyle you want. A digital marketing career is not necessarily the dream job most people aspire to while they are in the school. But when you consider the opportunities in this dynamic field, you will see that the digital marketing career outlook is nothing but positive and will continue to be so. One of the reasons a digital marketing career is so exciting is that because the field is constantly evolving. So to understand more about digital marketing, it's our pleasure and honor to welcome our guest speaker today, Dr. Arun Mohan Shary, Director at Indian Institute of Information Technology, Lucknow, and Mr. Shantanu Sinha, Business Consultant in Digital Marketing and Customer Experience at Tata Consultancy Services Limited. So before beginning the show, let me introduce our speakers today. Dr. Arun Mohan Shary is Director at Indian Institute of Information Technology, Lucknow. Dr. Shary obtained experience in the latest trend in technology and management by various specialized programs of IIMs and IITs. He has over 20 years of professional experience in the areas of academics, research, consulting, administration, and institution building. He has supervised many candidates for PhD degrees and more than 100 postgraduate projects. Dr. Shary is an MSc Gold Medalist, MTech Computer Science from IIT Kharagpur and PhD. He is a recipient of Anand Swarup Bhattacharya Gold Medal for securing highest marks in post-graduation examination, Brilliant Student Honor by Lions Club, Indian Icon Award for Outstanding Accomplishments and Excellence in the Field of Education 2010, and Rabindranath Tagore Samman in 2011 for his contribution in the field of technical education. Sir, once again, welcome. And we have one more speaker from TCS, Mr. Shantanu Sinha. Mr. Shantanu Sinha is a business consultant in digital marketing and customer experience and at Tata Consultancy Services. He had played various roles in the capacities of solution designer, project manager, business development, and consultant. Currently, he is working as a marketing consultant and evangelist in digital marketing strategy, integrated marketing communications, marketing automation, advertising, and customer experience functions. Shantanu did his mechanical engineering from IIEST Shivpur, West Bengal. So once again, welcome our guest speaker today.
Thank you so much, Rahul. Glad to be here.
Thanks a lot, sir. So let me start the show by asking a question to Dr. Shary. Sir, yes. What is digital marketing and what are the various facets of digital marketing from career perspective?
Great. So the use of internet and related digital information and communication technologies to achieve marketing objectives. So this is the definition of digital marketing. The another way of explaining digital marketing is digital marketing, also called online marketing, is the promotion of brands to connect the potential customers using the internet and other forms of digital communication. There are many benefits of digital marketing. First one is global reach. Second one is low cost. Next is wide choice of digital media. Next is real-time marketing, then personalization, then interactive and measurable results. There are various digital marketing tools which are used to achieve these objectives. First one is search engine optimization, or it is known as SEO. This is the process of optimizing your website to rank higher in the search engine results pages, thereby increasing the amount of organic traffic your website receives. There are number of ways to approach SEO in order to generate qualified traffic to your website. Second is content marketing. This term denotes the creation and promotion of content assets for the purpose of generating brand awareness, traffic growth, lead generation, and customers. Next is social media marketing. Social media, I think everyone is familiar. We are using this Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram, Snapchat. These are the example of the social media and the marketing through these social media channels. Then fourth is pay per click, which is in short known as PPC. PPC is a method of driving traffic to your website by paying a publisher every time your ad is clicked. One of the most common types of PPC is Google Ads, which allows you to pay for top slots on Google search engine results pages as a price per click of the link you place. Then fifth one is affiliate marketing. This is a type of performance-based advertising where you receive commission for promoting someone else's product or services on your website. For example, hosting video ads through the YouTube Partner Program. Then sixth one is marketing automation. Marketing automation refers to the software that serves to automate your basic marketing operations. Many marketing departments can automate repetitive tasks they would otherwise do manually. The next is email marketing. Companies use email marketing as a way of communicating with their audiences. Email is often used to promote content, discounts, and events, as well as to direct people towards the business websites. Then online PR. Online PR is the practice of securing earned online coverage with digital publications, blogs, and other content-based websites. It's much like traditional PR, but in the online space. Then inbound marketing. Inbound marketing refers to a marketing methodology wherein you attract, engage, and delight customer at every stage of the buyer's journey. Then sponsored content. With sponsored content, you as a brand pay another company or entity to create and promote content that discusses your brand or services in some way. One popular type of sponsored content is influencer marketing. With this type of sponsored content, a brand sponsors an influencer in its industry to publish posts or videos related to the company or social media. Another type of sponsored content could be blog, post, or article that is written to highlight a topic, service, or brand. Thank you.
So thanks a lot, sir, for explaining the facets of digital marketing. So coming to Mr. Shantanu, we will understand the scope of digital marketing from him. So, sir, question to you: what is the scope of digital marketing from industry perspective?
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. Yes, Rahul, that's a good question. So I'll add to what Dr. Sherry has already stated. See, a successful marketer wears different types of hats. Yeah, okay. So sometimes he's a great communicator, he's a relationship builder, he's a storyteller, he's a researcher. Yeah, so he's a content writer, data scientist, everything, and so many things. Like Dr. Sherry has mentioned about influencer marketing, etc. And yeah, I mean, marketeers are psychologists as well. Yes, really. There is still a taboo in the market. I mean, within the common mass, I see it's still in the common people mindset that marketing is all about hypes. Yeah, there's no real value, and but essentially it comes from the perception that you don't really get what they offer you, or what you see in the advertisement, you really don't get that. But I would say that this perception is gradually changing. Yeah, very slowly though. I believe that if executed honestly, tastefully, and respectfully to your target audience and culture, it just simply does wonders. Yeah, so it helps big time to make people aware of what you do, what kind of products and services you offer. Yeah, and earn footfall to your website, make people come to your website, click on the links, and then help people buy your products and services. So essentially, everything that Dr. Sherry has stated, different forms of marketing and different, I'll just come to the industry perspective and what's the scope there. But I just wanted to say that, see, essentially about letting everyone know that what you do and what you can help. Yeah, so there's a pertinent question that people say that, very simple question, but you tend to have different types of answers. If I ask you, let's say, I'm not asking for answers here, but if someone asks you that, why do you have a website? Yeah, you'll get different types of question. Why do I have a website? Someone will say, okay, to put up something that let everyone know that what I do, to let people know that, yeah, we exist. Someone will say that to sell. Yeah. Someone will say that, okay, to reach out to our audience and to let everyone know about our branding, etc. Branding is one term, I'll come later on. Yeah. So with all these answers, but essentially what marketing is about, helping people. You're helping your audience, helping your customers, helping to do something they're looking for. Yeah, so that starts with the search. So talked about search marketing. So search marketing, email marketing, social media. So there are different kinds of areas. And like I was saying, that there are many hats that marketers wear. So coming to the scope, like Rahul had asked me, that from the industry perspective, so there are different ways to look at it, depending on what kind of business you're into. Like from the employer perspective, what kind of business you're into and what kind of people you're trying to hire. Yeah, I may be a digital agency focusing mainly on copywriting, focusing mainly on content creation. So I would be looking for more from the content writer, from a designer, from graphic designer, or from video editing, audio production, etc. There are companies who are into interactive technology development, mobile development. So essentially, my previous speaker, Dr. Sherry, what he has stated, all those areas. So there are scope in every area, depending on what you get into first and what people see. Mostly depending on, like I said, depending on the business, the type of business you do, your purpose, why you are doing what you are doing. So web development, web design, building a website typically for e-commerce, for selling your products, or predominantly in the area of advertising. Yeah, how do you work with different social media websites, and how do you gain more websites, or maybe into analytics space. You sell your analytics software, you make your different brands see that, okay, what kind of footfall, how many footfall, how they are performing, how they're the different metrics, you said KPI, we call it key performance indicator, they are being measured. So in different areas like marketing automation, one area, it's a big term. We may cover that in one of the next questions, I suppose. So marketing technology and marketing automation, I'm sure we have questions on that. So those can be some of the areas for companies like TCS, Accenture, Deloitte, Infosys, Cognizant of the world. So depending on different types of business, there are so many scopes out there for all those different areas. And like I mentioned, so many areas to explore and so many hats you can wear as a marketer. Yeah. So Rahul. Back to you.
Thanks a lot, sir, for explaining the scope of digital marketing. So coming to the next question, Dr. Sherry, from your wide experience, please tell us about the required qualifications and how to aspire for them and achieve them. What are the key skill sets by which one can think of pursuing a career in digital marketing?
One should always look towards learning more and upgrading the skill sets. Digital marketing courses can help you plan, manage, and optimize digital marketing efforts and easily create focused strategies. No industry changes faster than digital marketing. The demand for specialists, digital marketers, and digital marketing skill is on the rise. But it's critical to continuously upskill and take advantage of innovations. Preparing for a job in the marketing world tomorrow will be vastly different than it is today. While the basics of marketing may be the same, the digital marketing skills and tools you need to analyze, create, and implement marketing campaigns continue to evolve at a very fast speed. 74% of the marketing executives recognize that marketing organizations face a critical talent shortage due to lack of digital skills. In other words, there is a huge gap in what they need to know and what they actually know. So there are some key skills which are required for a good digital marketer. One is the ability to analyze data and draw insights. Second one is organization and project management skills. Third is knowledge and appreciation of automation. Fourth is UX, that is users experience skills, and then understanding of the customer experience. So these are the 4 basic skills. Apart from that, the knowledge of advanced social media, that is also very important. Generally, the qualification and skill sets required to pursue a career in digital marketing are bachelor's or master's degree in marketing or a related field, or specialized diploma programs on digital marketing. So there are many institutes in the country who are offering specialized postgraduate diploma programs in digital marketing. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, sir, for explaining the scope of digital marketing and the skill sets, basically what we need. So what I can recall from your saying is that ability to analyze data, organization and project management skills. These are the basic things which viewers and the people have to keep in mind, or the students keep in mind. So coming to the next question to Mr. Shantanu. Sir, from your wide experience, please tell us about what companies look for in candidate for different positions of digital marketing. Does social media presence and personal branding give an extra advantage?
Okay, so there are 2 parts to the question. First one is what companies look for, and the second one is presence of social media, right? Okay, I'll take one by one. So like I said previously, depending on the skill demand of the particular industry or the employer, what they do and what kind of business focus they have, that's mostly driven by there. I mean, if you look at from a recruitment perspective, that what we are looking at from candidates for different positions. So of course, it's driven by what industry you're going for interviewing, right? Typically, we see that from technical skill sets, from the trends we saw in 2020 and 2021, the mobile marketing, mobile social media, content marketing. So these are some of the predominant areas. It's the most hyped. Okay, it's at the top of the trends curve. So in the mobile space and also marketing automation, like we have been talking about it mostly, and I also saw a question that can you please explain automation? I'll do that. So marketing automation covers a gamut of areas, and there are so many things to it, starting with identifying your target audience and profiling and analytics and campaign content, data management, everything all together, advertising. So how do you automate the entire marketing activities, workflow, so all that marketing automation, social media marketing, search marketing, website design, development, content marketing. So these are some of the areas that tops the charts. Yeah. So again, depending on what company is looking for, if it's a small to medium-sized agency, they're looking for a very specific niche skill. So they will be probably looking at just, for example, SEO experts, search engine optimization experts, or who have a great deal of experience in email marketing software. There for everything, there's a software, there's a big piece of technology, so many tools and platforms in the market. So they're looking for anything specific in the content area, or if you're a good writer, if you're a good copywriter. Again, copywriting is a very different thing, very different skill set. If you're a poet or you're into fiction writing, so you see all those taglines, a nice looking one-liner, two-liner tagline. Oh, wow, what is that? So, and also, you see those nice little snippets in brochures, in infographics, etc. So it's all about copywriting. How do you convey the message in most crisp and concise manner? So, like I was saying, that depending on what you're looking for, if you're looking for very creative skills mostly, or mostly technical skills, or business skills, or managerial skills. So depending on, marketing has so many aspects to it, like you might have guessed it by now, depending on what I'm into and what I'm looking for. So that drives that what kind of skill sets I'll be looking for as a brand or as an employer. Now, coming to the second part of the question, Rahul, you said, does social media presence help one, personal branding? Of course it does. So today, social media plays a big role, really. Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, YouTube. These days, all recruiters and professionals, they look out for who you are in real life. Yeah, your profile, your background, your interest, the kind of personality you have. Yeah, so they check out all your social media profile. This is apart from the formal BCG that is done, background check. Okay, it's not the formal BCG that's done by the agencies, but it's at the same time, recruiters, you must know the recruiters all check out your social media profile as well. Not to say that if you don't have any social media profile, you'll be totally rejected. Not that way, but that helps big time. And having a credible profile with an authentic content, let's say particularly on LinkedIn, that solves big time in the professional world. Yeah. So if you want to get into digital marketing, you must have your own branding established as much as you can. Yeah, that goes without saying. So you have your own thoughts. Through your blogs, I mean, you may develop your own websites. Yeah, I mean, even hobbies. You may be a third year undergrad student or fourth year undergrad student, or you're doing some postgraduate study. Whatever you're into, your hobbies or your thoughts, what you feel like in the world, what you feel like doing, how anything. So you set out there, you express your opinions, you express who you are. That helps really big time. Yeah. So I hope that answers the question. Now, back to you.
Yeah, sure, sir. Thanks a lot, sir, for your key insights. You talked about the creative skill, technical skill, business skills, and marketing has aspects. So it's huge and the scope is wide.
Yep.
So coming to the next question to Dr.
Yes.
How does the career graph look like for a new entrant once he or she becomes part of digital field or digital marketing field, and how does it reflect in the remuneration? Over to you, sir.
Okay. So as far as salary in the of digital marketing professional is concerned, it depends upon the skill, experience, company, job role, location, etc. On an average, fresher can get 15K to 35K easily. With the 2 to 3 years of work experience, candidate may get up to 60,000 rupees per month. And if they have requisite skills, then more than 60,000 also. As far as job profile is concerned, if you will see the top online portals, for example, Naukri.com, Shine.com, Timesjob.com, Monster.com. So, as far as the jobs available in the area of digital marketing, so if you will see this Naukri.com, roughly 35,000 jobs are available for content marketing professionals. Similarly, for digital marketing sales, roughly 37,000 jobs are available. For email marketers, roughly 4,000 jobs are available. Social media marketing professionals, roughly 1 lakh plus jobs are available. For search engine optimizers, roughly 1 lakh plus jobs are available. For digital marketing managers, roughly 1,000 plus jobs are available. So, if somebody wants to, wants to build his resume or career as a digital marketing executive, so let me explain what is the role of digital marketing executive. A digital marketing executive is responsible for looking into the online marketing strategies for the organization. They plan and execute marketing campaigns and maintain and supply content for the organization's website. The next role is digital marketing manager. The primary role of digital marketing manager is to get the word about your brand out in the digital space. Then SEO executive, that is search engine optimizer. So the primary role of SEO specialist or an SEO executive is to rank a website page on the search engine result page and to increase the website traffic. SEO sector is booming day by day, and SEO executives' jobs will always be in demand. SEO executives' roles will be available only in large companies with marketing department. The SEO executive job role is available for the degree students, but it would be a plus point if you have a degree in digital marketing. You must have relevant experience and high level of technical skills. Then next job profile related with digital marketing is social media marketing expert. A social media marketing expert is responsible for combining marketing and social media management to enhance the company's social media presence, interaction and target audience, promoting the brand engaging content, and expanding the opportunities for increasing the revenue. A social media marketing expert should have the understanding and knowledge of each social media platform, social media marketing strategies, and how to optimize content to make it engaging on the social media channels. The next role is digital marketing copywriter. There are many job roles of a copywriter. A digital writer produces the written content for web pages. They can work either as a freelancer or as an employee of a company. The copywriter can help the content team to refine their content and words used to get more reception, help the search engine marketer to write a better and ad copy, help the social media manager with better words for posting on social media channels. The next role is conversion rate optimizer. A conversion rate optimizer is responsible for conversion rate optimization of a company's conversion strategy and lead generation. The next role is search engine specialist or SEM specialist. In a small company, a digital marketing manager does all the tasks of a search engine marketer. However, when it's a big company, there is a dedicated search engine marketing specialist also, as SEM specialist to target the number of leads and clicks from the given marketing budget, manage bids, keywords, research, analysis, ad copywriting, and to test ad campaigns. The next role is inbound marketing manager. An inbound marketing manager is responsible for attracting traffic and qualified prospects and converting them into customer and leads. Next role is content marketing manager. A content marketing manager is responsible for content marketing, managing blogs, marketing campaigns, ebook publication, guest blogging, email communication, video marketing, sales pages, copywriting, etc. Then analytics manager. Analytics manager is responsible for the implementation of tools and strategies to translate raw data into the valuable business insights. So you can see there are many roles under this digital marketing, and it depends upon the individual and their interest. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, sir, for explaining about the career graph in a detailed way. So coming to the next question, Mr. Shantanu, what are the different techniques of digital marketing and to enable those, and what are the technology aspects that creates a marketing ecosystem?
Well, different techniques, like we've all have been talking about this time and again, this, search marketing, content marketing, etc. So this very, but most often and most popularly made techniques, I'll just touch on all these few elements. The search marketing, it's a way that how you promote your business using paid advertisements on Google, on search engine for that matter. So everything starts with a search. You say that, I don't know, I'm looking for something, right? You start with something that, how to fix my plumbing line. Okay, so you're looking for a plumber in your city, right? Say, for example, are you looking for something in your city? So where do you go? You just go Google, open it and type a search keyword, how to do this, okay? Or the cheapest florist in my city from where I live. So everything starts with the search. So based on the search keyword, based on what you're looking for, based on what you're trying to achieve, it just gives you all the listing. So you as a brand, how you make your business visible at one of the first top 3 or 4 the results in your Google. So that's and how do you get your paid advertisements up there? So it's all about Doctor has talked about PPC and all. So this is all part of search marketing. So there are organic search, inorganic search, or different types of things, different types of techniques. SEO is very related to this, which is a little different. Search engine optimization that you do on your website. So how to make yourself appear high up on the search engine result page and all that. So that's about search marketing. And another, of course, very widely used is content marketing. It's about timely delivery of the right content, to the right audience. So depending on who you are and I'm just trying to avoid too much of technical term here. So depending on whether you're a first-time buyer or you're a loyal customer, you have purchased from me many times. So depending on who I am, your content for me will change, right? So depending on who I am, where I'm from, what I do, my persona, my personality, the content you present to him will change. So that's one of the beauty of the content marketing. So how do you personalize your content across different channels, right? I mean, your website, your social media, email, SMS, WhatsApp, anything you say. So content marketing is another one big thing. Email marketing, it's one of the most cheapest way of reaching out to your audience. Relevant email, okay. How do you get them to click on your email, open your email? So there's a button there. How do you make them to, hey, click here to register, or click here to come to my website? So all those techniques and all those things. So, and of course, social media marketing. We talked about social media marketing, so I'm not going to repeat that. The social media, search, content, email. So these are some of the techniques. Yeah, but you must always remember that marketing is, I always say that marketing is not just about bright colors or shiny logos or good looking models that you see there up in the billboards or magazine covers. There's a lot that happens in the background. Yeah, so branding, you must have heard the term branding, loosely used term, brand development. So there are many components of the branding process. There are many sleepless nights of thousands of marketing professionals that go behind building a good brand. Then you have there's all these things, the buyer's behavior, right? So why they buy what they buy and when they buy, how do you influence them? How do you excite them? And how do you excite them more and more depending on who they are? Yeah, like I was saying, that first time buyer or a repeat buyer, how do you excite them? How do you make them to buy? How do you make them to come come and have a look at you, who I am, look at me? So that's all about content, right? It's a full-blown competition. Look at me, look at me, look at me. So it's like social media, website, and everywhere. So everyone is saying, look at me. So who do I look at, right? So there's a big competition. So all these are made possible and executed in the background through marketing technology and data. That plays a big role. Marketing technology, data, it's known as MarTech in short. Marketing technology stack. The key elements of MarTech stack is a few elements there. One is analytics, web analytics, you can also call that, getting to know that who is visiting my website, how long they're seeing my video, my YouTube videos, where are they visiting my social media page, are they clicking on my emails, or which page of my website they're visiting. So I tend to get a lot of information from there. So that's mostly about analytics. In 10 seconds, and then you have content, creation of content, managing content, etc. Then you have campaign. So you everything that you see that come to you through SMS or through WhatsApp message or through email or through your website. So it's called, they're offering you something. That offer comes to you as a campaign. So how do you run campaign? How do you design campaign? And then content management, I talked about campaign, and then personalization. How do you personalize your media? How do you personalize your website? How do you personalize your emails, etc. And at the base of everything, at the foundation of everything is the data management. So everything I talked about, depending on the logo and color and models and buying behavior and all that theory and all that nice looking thing I talked about, is driven by data. Data gives you everything. So you get to know everything about data. How do you crunch data? How do you store data? How do you process data? How do you make some insights out of it? So everything that goes, and I saw some questions on marketing automation. Marketing automation in 5 seconds is, it's a category of software, and systems that help you to, streamline, rationalize, standardize, and automate and monitor all the marketing workflows and activities. So instead of manual jobs, putting people in to do a lot of copy pasting, opening Excel and doing things here and there, everything is automated. So everything that you see that you have visited, for example, I'm just trying to stop somewhere here because it's so much a vast topic. Everything see that you visited. Just an example of personalization, how does data work? So you visit a website, you're looking for a bicycle, okay? You visit to a Decathlon website and you are looking for a bicycle, and you just looking here and there, looking for a nice color and all, but you don't buy. and then you come to your Facebook page and you see an advertisement coming on your suggested post. Okay, so how does it make possible? So all these things, there are different techniques. I'm not going to name those. It's enabled by marketing technology and marketing and the data. Okay, so that's about it. Very briefly said, different types of techniques of marketing and how technology plays a major role in marketing. Rahul.
Yeah, thanks a lot, sir, for explaining about the techniques of digital marketing. I just want to ask you about the key insights, if you want to suggest students or the final remarks from your sides.
Okay, so to all of you guys, mostly I'm addressing the students or the young learners there. So see, it's good to gather knowledge, so training, and all the training is fine, and it helps you to understand the theory and the basics. Of course, it's all great. But I would always suggest that to get into a small firm to do something and learn on the job. Yeah, so keep on learning, keep on exploring new areas to find out that which area of marketing, like I said, which area of marketing excites the brightest spark in you. So grow from there, and because and there's a let me be honest with you, and let me just be brutal and blunt there. There's a huge competition. I mean, everyone's doing social media, everyone's doing email marketing, everyone has their LinkedIn page or Facebook profile. Okay, they have some website or other. So how do you differentiate yourself? And everyone has done some training, some has some theoretical knowledge. The way it differentiates you, that do you know how to do it? Okay, so once you get into a job, get into a industry, they'll ask you, pick up any specific thing and how good you are in executing the task there, how good you are in understanding what you are doing. So always keep an eye on why you are doing what you are doing. If you are asked to even copy paste something from here to there, ask yourself that why I am doing this, what value I'm adding there. So open, keep your eyes open, keep your mind open. Practical hands-on knowledge always help, and they never will fail you, no matter what. So that's my suggestion. Yeah, Rahul.
Thanks a lot, sir, for the key insights. Dr. Sherry, if you want to share your final remarks for the session.
See, my suggestion is, if you want to make career in digital marketing, then, apart from degree or diploma, now this is the time to learn continuously. Because every day you will find a new tool, new technique in the market. So, for example, in digital marketing space now, the new trend is voice recognition system, use of artificial intelligence, use of machine learning, use of virtual reality. So there are so many new things which are, coming up as far as digital marketing is concerned. So it's very important. Now the concept is lifelong learning. If you want to enter into this space, then you have to learn continuously. You have to learn new tools, new techniques every day. So there are some courses available, there are some diplomas available, there are some degrees available, but apart from that, you have to, take executive education or management development programs offered by premier institutes to upgrade yourself.
Thank you, sir, for the key and final remarks from your side. So once again, thank you, all of you. Thank you, dear speaker, Mr. Shantam, sir, and Dr. Sherry, for your key insights. Thank you, sir.